Good morning, children. In today's session, we shall be learning what is meant by rhyme scheme. In the study of poems, an important element is to understand what is a rhyme scheme, how do we find it, and why does the poet implement this technique or this element into his poem. So let's start today's class. In your earlier classes, you might have studied that there are certain words that rhyme with each other. In your lower classes, you might have studied cat rhymes with bat, sat, mat, rat, fat, and so on. Or pot rhymes with rot, caught, taught, jot, dot, and so on. Or sin rhymes with bin, fin, tin, pin, kin, and so on. Now what exactly is rhyme? If you observe these words and listen to them carefully, you understand that they have same sound. They sound alike, and hence we can say that they are rhyming words. So, rhyme is a repetition of the same sound in two or more words. Hence, what we are going to study today is what is meant by rhyme scheme and how do we find it from the poems that are given to us. Let's look at this familiar poem that you might have studied in your kindergarten section. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Now, if this stanza is given to you and you have been asked to find the rhyme scheme, first of all, you should understand that the stanza has got 4 lines. In a poem, we always refer as lines and we don't call them as sentences. So here we have got 4 lines. Now the first thing that you should do is that find the last word of each line. So in the first line we have got star, second line it's R, third line high, and the fourth line sky. Now look at the first word star. It is the first word and hence we name it as A. The second line has got the word R. Now if you pronounce the word R and star, star R, they have the same sound. So we label it as A again since they rhyme with each other. In the third line, the last word is high. High doesn't rhyme with star, it doesn't rhyme with R. So it's a totally new word, totally new sound it produces, and hence we label it as B. The last line has got the word sky. Sky doesn't rhyme with star or R. But when you look at the word high, high, sky, the I sound is repeated here and hence we label sky as B. So we can say that the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, A, B, B. Let's look at another example. Here is a stanza in front of us. First of all, let's find out the last words of each line. So here the word is days, second line bunch, third line stays, and fourth line lunch. Now let's find out which word rhymes with the other. So days is the first word and hence we label it as A. The next line bunch. Days and bunch don't rhyme with each other, so we give it another name B. The third line has got the word stays. stays rhymes with days. So it also gets the same name, that is A. Last line has got the word lunch. Lunch rhymes with bunch. They belong to the same family and hence it gets the same name, that is B. So we can say that the rhyme scheme of this stanza is AB, AB. Here we have another example. Most always when the postman comes with letters 2 or 3, they are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. So 4 lines, the last words in each line is, first line comes, second line 3, third line dad, and fourth line me. So first line comes, we give the word the letter A. Comes doesn't rhyme with 3, which is the last word of the second line. So 3 gets the name B. Third line, it's dad. Dad doesn't rhyme with comes or 3. So we give it a totally different name, that is C. And the last line, it has got the word me. Now me doesn't rhyme with comes, but me rhymes with 3. 3 me. The E sound is repeated there. So it will get the same letter as in 3, that is B. And hence we can say that the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, B. Another example to understand the concept of rhyme scheme. Here is another stanza. Let's try to find the last words in each line. So the first line we have got white, second line it's night, third line heard, fourth line bird, fifth line me, and the last line free. Now look at the first word white, so we label it as A. Second line it's night. White, night rhymes with each other, so it gets the same letter, that is A. Next line, heard, doesn't rhyme with white or night, so it gets a new name, that is B. Fourth line, the last word is bird. Bird doesn't rhyme with white or night, but rhymes with heard, so it gets the letter B. The next line, it's me. Doesn't rhyme with any of the words in the earlier lines, so it gets a new name, that is C. And the last line is free. Free rhymes with me, so it gets the same letter, that is C. So here we can say that the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, A, B, B, C, C. Here is the last example. Another stanza with some lines, and here are the last words of each line. So first line power, next line darkness, third line house, next line candles, then chores, then table, and last one cards. So here we have got the last words in each line. Now let's try to find the rhyme scheme. Power is the first word, so we label it as A. Next word is darkness, doesn't rhyme with power, so we label it as B. Third line house. House doesn't rhyme with power or darkness, so it gets a new name, that is C. Next line candles doesn't rhyme with the 3 words power, darkness or house, so it gets a new name, D. Next line chores again doesn't rhyme with any of the earlier words, so it gets a new name, that is E. Next line table doesn't rhyme with anyone, so it gets the letter F. And the last line cards again doesn't rhyme with power, darkness, house, candles, chores, table, so it gets a totally different name, that is G. So you can see that in this stanza, none of the line rhymes with each other. So to say, we can say that the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now children, in the earlier stanza where you found that none of the words rhymed with each other, such poems are known to be written in free verse. So what is free verse? Free verse is a poem which doesn't have any rhyming word at the end of each line. Now, before we go ahead, there is something that you should always keep in mind while writing the rhyme scheme. Always try to write the rhyme scheme in small letters. I won't say that writing in capital letters is incorrect, but it is always appropriate to write the rhyme scheme in small letters. Secondly, when we write the rhyme scheme, there should not be any punctuation mark demarcating the different letters. Don't put a comma between the letters, neither a hyphen or a full stop. It should be written simply as the letters are. And the third thing that you should remember is that don't write the rhyme scheme vertically as the stanza appears. It should always be written horizontally. So keep these things in mind while you are writing the rhyme scheme of a particular stanza or a poem. Children, you may know that there are poems which have got different number of stanzas. Some poem may have got just 2, some 4, 6, 8 and so on. And at times the poet employs the same rhyme scheme for each stanza. So overall the poem may have got the same rhyme scheme throughout because the rhymes give a musical quality to the poems. But there are even poets who might use different rhyme schemes for each stanza. So it is up to us to look at each stanza, find the rhyme scheme and then conclude whether the poet has used the same rhyme scheme throughout or whether he has changed the rhyme scheme for each stanza. So, rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem or song. Remember children, it is at the end of each line. We have to find a word which appears at the end of each line. Based on those words, we try to find the rhyming words and come to rhyme scheme. Let's recap. In today's session, we have understood that based on the rhyming words, we form the rhyme scheme. And for finding the rhyme scheme, first of all, we find the last word of each line. Group the words according to their sound and we find the rhyme scheme. And always remember that free verse is a poem which doesn't have any rhyming word. I hope that you all have understood what is meant by rhyme scheme and how to find it in a poem that's given to you. So thank you all for watching this video.